What up, my cheese army? How you doing? So, another review, another day for a YouTube Red movie, The Thinning. Dun dun dun. So The Thinning is in the distant future, and the UN decides to say, hey, we need to cut the population down by 5%. In China, they cut it down so then 1 kid per family. In the US, they kill people because you don't do well on your test of sorts. And this test is really across from every single grade, starting from the kindergarten all the way till grade 12. And if you do, and it's pretty much stages, and you do well, and you do well, and you see the kids being frightened and scared, and you pretty much follow these 2 leads. You could follow Logan Paul, who was his girlfriend, who pretty much, you know, failed her test and she's out. So now Logan Paul is out there and like, I want to find out, I want to save her or whatever. And then you got Peyton List, who's this smart brainiac, but somehow on the last test she's ever going to take before she gets out into society, she fails it. And now she's trying to figure out what's happening, and Logan Paul is trying to help her out. And we got a scenario of probably one of the best things about YouTube Red now. Holy shit, this was kind of good. Okay, let aside the dystopian future and all that shit, the premise and the setup and the way they were setting this universe up was really good. I want to see more of this universe. I want to see what would happen. For starters, I know BlackBerry's going to take over the world, but holy shit, there's no other product, there's nothing else out there other than BlackBerries. BlackBerry tablets, BlackBerry phones. I know if you're saying you hate BlackBerry right now, you're going to regret it in the future because that's going to control your life. So, BlackBerry fans, I hope you're happy because they're going to take over the world. Trust me on that shit. Because this movie was really, really enjoyable. I thought this movie was going to be like a satire kind of deal, but no, it took itself seriously and it went all the way in. That's what I like. It never pulled things, and it was like, let's go. And it was dark. It was really dark. It's something that you don't expect on YouTube. I know it's the internet, but you wouldn't expect it from stars like this. So we got Logan Paul in here. He's a serious dude, but you see him in this movie, and you understand the emotion that he's feeling. For some reason, he's a good actor. Shocking, I know, but I see him in this movie, and I say, yep. He gives it his all, and so does Peyton List. Peyton List is this she's known for comedy. I've seen her in Diamond Bikini, I've seen her in Jessie, so I'm like, she's in comedy, and then I see her in this, I'm like, she's kind of giving the feels too. The leads are pretty strong in this, and really, the movie doesn't stop and say, let's solve this, let's do something about it or whatever. No, it's really following them. It's a contained story in this whole universe that's kind of corrupt and evil, and they show that, so it's like, yeah, we want to see these characters move on. We want to see them pretty much take on the system. So it's great to say, not to immediately rush into the whole revolution, but really show the process. Something that I really enjoyed about the Hunger Games is that, not like people resent it, but it's like they show you the whole universe and what's up against and like what the process is. So then after we revolt it, so we're like, yeah, we want it. Other than the fact that like right in the get-go, which is what the Maze Runner does, is that it just goes in and just says, you know what, the system is shit. But like we kind of know why, but it's too rushed to really have the emotional feeling toward it. Point is, this is what this movie does, and it takes notes from some of the Hunger Games too. It's pretty much Hunger Games with the brain and tablets. I enjoy this aspect. I really did. I enjoyed the corruption too. Something that you would expect, but man, I loved it. And really, I did like this movie for the fact that it did have smart dialogue. It did have some jokes, but it worked. And the pacing wasn't off. There were times where it did feel a bit slow, but I give it that credit. I give it that credit for actually going all in. And really, it did work until the very end. The end kind of screwed this shit up. And if I'm going to give away spoilers, it's really like they don't really control the population. It's really them taking these people who failed the test to work on scrubbing blackberries or kind of be workers. So they don't really control the population, which kind of makes the whole movie meaningless because that's what you think it is. And I know they're trying to make it a twist, something that, holy shit, did you expect that? No, I didn't, but you did bring it out of the blue. There were hints to it, sure, but it wasn't a twist that you expect. A twist obviously has to have some meaning, it has to have some sort of setup, so the things that you see beforehand kind of make sense toward the end. So you know that they were setting this up from the beginning, so you're like, yeah, this that's a really good twist. This kind of does it, but kind of doesn't, and the twist didn't work. It just made no sense. It was just stupid, and honestly, it kind of didn't make sense at the end once you unravel it. Once you find a little thread, you're gonna unravel it, and it's gonna blow up in your face. And this is what this movie kind of did. But it was an enjoyable thrill ride. It was amazing. It was fun. It was great to see the corruption, even in when everything's like civilized kind of deal, when they're trying to do the thing. There's also a lot of emotional scenes, which honestly I was just like, shit, the shit's getting real. Point is, I want to see a sequel to this. I want to see where it goes from there. I hope that it does continue, because there's a lot of shit on YouTube right now, but this is the shit I think they could work with. Movies and shows that take itself seriously or go all the way and actually have comedy and writing that really works. None of that shit's happening on YouTube Red, but this is one of that smart dialogue that we need. And that's The Thinning, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. Both the leads were great. Point is, I enjoyed it, and I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. It was amazing. It was mind blowing, and that's what you expect from a movie, to actually bring something new to the table, and it did it in a nice dystopian way. I wish this was a novel, but you know, it's better than Divergent. I give you that. So, what did you think about The Thinning? Do you think YouTube Rec should continue doing shit like this, or do you just like my hair? Point is, just comment down below, like this video, share this with the world. I obviously let you know all the best movies, so that if you're going on Netflix, you're going to be like, yes, I can be satisfied. Harrison told me that this stuff is good for me, and that shit is bad for me, and I give you that. And as always, you know, I'm here every single day, and I'm always grinding. Peace.